Yo, so what was your thoughts on the Eminem album?
Somebody on the live was asking us about the Eminem album Revival, and honestly, I don't even think I listened to it even once. Like the only track that stopped me was the Believe joint, and I was like, oh, all right, I'm gonna actually play that, maybe more than once, cause you know what I mean, it was kind of capturing that old M a little bit, and I mean his flow now is a little bit more unorthodox, but it's probably a little bit too unorthodox to the point that it sounds.
Does he do that little pausing a lot stuff?
Yeah,
like blah blah blah.
Started from the bottom, like up.
Yeah,
man.
It's like trying to figure that out.
Like it was interesting at first, but now it's just like damn. Like I think he first started bringing that up on. Well, I think it was Recovery was when he first started kind of using it, and like it was cool when like he had the No Love track with Lil Wayne. He was ripping it on there. I was like, all right, cool. And then like Bad Meets Evil. You know what I mean? He started doing a little bit of that, and I think Royce actually got him on that because Royce's flow was a lot sharper on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I didn't even listen to the Marshall Mathers LP2 like that because...
Yeah, the LP2?
Yeah, it came Marshall Mathers LP2, and what was on that one? Like, I Love the Way You Lie was on there.
Oh, that's when he started getting real poppy and shit?
Yeah, because he was in that weird space where he was like, all right, I can't come and be wilding no more because the Relapse joint was completely like fucking like crazy. But I actually like Relapse in hindsight, in retrospect, because I know when it first came out, people were shitting all over Relapse, but I'm now listening back to it, I'm like, Dre produced it. It was sonically like nice, like it sounded like crisp and all that shit. Of course, Dre got the trumpets and shit like that, and all the drums is nice and tight. And then M's flow was actually on point on there. So then after that, it just kind of slowly started going downhill, and I'm like, fuck.
I feel like, man, from what and this is just me personally, right? Like, I'm an Eminem fan back in the day. I don't really care for him today, right? So, like, what I mean by that is, like, back in the day when he was first coming out and, like, he really had the blonde hair going on and he was just, like, causing the scene. He was just doing it because he loved it, right? He had all these issues. He was showing these issues. So up until whenever he came up with, I think it was Stan, like that album, I had that whole album, I was banging it, man. I forgot the name of the album.
Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, that one just banged it, like, and just loved him for what he did, man, But then you kind of start seeing that he got a little bit more poppy. In my mind, I'm thinking, for me, it's a sellout. What I mean by that is he's going more towards that poppy, which he's going towards a certain crowd. He's trying to be more international, and I get it. But it wasn't for me to feel, right? So then when I hear a single from each one of these albums, it doesn't make me interested. Because for a minute, it was just like, he was angry, but at least it sounded like it a little bit. But then on the other songs, they put like an emphasis on his anger, right? So at the end of it, it would be like a DMX, like a little growl a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like no, they call it window paint, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like he was screaming. Yeah. Where it was like on the previous albums, it was like he was like talking about his story. So it's like a difference between talking and just screaming at me.
Yeah.
So he went through a stage where I feel like he was just screaming at a motherfucker. And then I was just like, okay, and then I would hear like
just trying to capture that aggression, but it's not there. It's not. You just screaming.
You just really screaming. And it's not even. You just screaming some shit. And then what happened is later on, he would just come out the pot hits, and I was like, okay, whatever. I see it. It's not for me. I can't bump this in my car. People look at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And then this new flow that he has, it's just like, I'm not really with it too much because it's like it seems like he's thinking too much about what he's going to say. But if there's a whole album of that, I wouldn't care for it.
Nah.
Is the whole album like that?
Pretty much. Like it's like, I was just kind of like breezing through tracks, and it's crazy. His formula, at least in the past with his singles, was just kind of like I'ma rap on it and have just somebody sing the hook. So you got a lot of the Skylar Grey tracks, and now on this one you got the Ed Sheeran tracks.
Ed Sheeran,
Beyonce track.
Wow.
And then it's like, damn, it just sounds kind of like.
Is he trying to get like a award or something? Like, what's his goal?
I don't know. I mean, maybe not an award, but maybe just making like trying to force those singles a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna have him sing this. But honestly, I think his songs was better when it was just like him either doing the hook. What you say is what you say sometimes. Say what you say, how you say it, whenever you saying it. Just remember how you said it when you was spraying it. So who you playing with, huh?
Just
like shit like that. It's like, you know what I mean?
I don't get it. It's just
the Stan was a dope hook that I like.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy because it's like, I remember he said, like that one track, you don't want to mess with Shady.
Cause what?
Cause Shady. It was just like, just jamming, bro. And then like now it's just like, he's just trying to like be so commercial about it. I mean, really what it comes down to is he's like saying, all right, I'm just going to be legendary and be commercial as shit.
Well,
that's how I feel.
I guess like, I don't know if it's label shit, like kind of pushing them into the hole where it's like, all right, you can't or we can't, get as much like licensing and shit like that from tracks where you talking about Shady will fucking kill you. Like, so basically your album is just like album sales. I mean, that if niggas ain't selling albums no more, you trying to get money from having your shit being movies.
Yeah, it's like he's and this is what he is. He's an older artist.
He talking about like
doing
drugs and
he's not made for this
people.
culture. Like it's. Now he's in a culture, but people were sensitive back then, though.
Yeah.
But now he's just like, let me tone it down. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he's doing old stuff in a new age, and like it's like you're doing too poppy, and I get it, but I ain't gonna buy the album. Yeah, and I buy album. Like I'll buy album. Like hey, just show love. So I bought the albums I like. You know what I'm saying? Put money in their pocket, but these things change, man. Shit. That's why I like that. Why I was like, he was different. Now it's just like, if I wanted to hear, Beyonce on a damn track, I listen to her album or something. I don't want to, when I listen to Eminem, I want to hear Eminem rap, and I want to hear Eminem on the damn chorus.
Right. So if it's like, if it's Eminem and he doesn't have, the wild shit aspect, and he doesn't have the and his flow's not as on point as it used to be, then it's like what
you doing for me? Because at first he was like that guy that would say stuff that was out there, but it's like you low key kind of thought it, but you don't want to go that. You know what I'm saying? But he's expressing it, right?
Right.
And a lot of people are coming out for that. Now it's just like, I don't know what you're, maybe.
Yeah, man. But
I don't know. It's like maybe I don't know. I don't get it. Well, I mean, Eminem, like this is my opinion about what I felt as a fan listening and growing up on you, because you've been in the game for a minute, but I don't know, man. I just want the old Eminem back.
Yeah, which I mean probably won't happen. But,
probably won't happen.
So you just gotta do what it is. Maybe he can reinvent himself to be on like some other like. My flow's still on point. I'm not as wild as far as the shit I talk about, but I'm still like or he could flip it and be like, yo, this is like a novel, so to say. Because I mean, shit, people write novels and talk about all kinds of crazy shit, serial killers and shit like that. Maybe if he make it like a novel, like it's just gonna be like a whole dark theme.
Oh, that'd
be dope. And I'm gonna just say that shit.
That'd be dope. Like that'd be dope if he had like a darker theme about his life and like kind of from here to here. It would be,
and making a whole concept album.
That would be dope.
So then he can be in a pocket of saying all kinds of weird shit that he will want to say, but it won't be taken in the context like you're this weird guy. It'll just be like, no, it's because of the sake of the art. Yeah. That's why I'm saying this wild shit.
And it would be cool if we went through like from whenever he was rapping to like the mature like aspect of it, like what really happened, the dark thoughts he was thinking going through it, to right now.
Yeah.
And then it's just so many things that you can do with it.
Word, man. But that was our thoughts on Eminem, man. We definitely like to hear what you guys think about it, whether you like it, hate it, if you agree with us, disagree with us wholeheartedly. Let us know in the comments below, man.
Yep, 2SK guys. Peace.
You ever wonder why this don't happen to you? Because you ain't educated.